Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Guys, I'm hoping that the weatherman is wrong and the torrential downpour thunderstorms that they're showing in the forecast today for Sulphur, Louisiana, are dead wrong. We know sometimes they're wrong, so today I'm hoping. Those of you who don't really know me that well, I'm 49 years old. When I went to college, my career was education. So for the first 20 years, from the time I was 23 to about 43, I was in education, and I really thought my whole entire life was going to be education. And I think for most people, when you're in education, that's all you ever think about. And for me, that's all I thought about. That was what I thought about when I woke up. It's what I thought about when I went to bed. And besides my children, my career in education was my absolute most important thing in the whole world. And I never would have thought about getting out of education. And so I was a teacher, I was an administrator, then I was a technology supervisor for our district. And until it got to probably when I had about 17 and a half years, and I realized I had moved up the ranks as quickly as, really very quickly I had. And I was thinking, what's next for me? Because I'm not complacent. So I like change, I like to move up, I like to push the boundaries and all those things. And so at 17 years, the only other thing that I knew that I could do to increase my pay and to challenge myself mentally, career-wise, was to move up into the superintendency. And so that's another story all in itself, but I was told no over and over and over again, that I would never be the superintendent. And so at 20 years I retired, got into real estate, and oh my God, what a world it has been. But a long time ago, I remember a friend telling me, it was a friend in education, that she had two aunts who were single and who made a lot of money. And she said their belief is work hard, but play even harder. And back then I was in my mid-20s, fresh new teacher, thinking only about education, starting a family, pretty just monotonous, I would say, kind of boring, same old life. And when she said they believe in working hard but playing harder, I remember thinking, I don't understand how that even happens, because I go to work and I am absolutely exhausted. And at the end of the day, I have no energy to even think about anything else. And on the weekends, I was planning for the next day. As teachers, as educators, at least this is how I was always thinking about the next lesson plan, the next test to make or to grade, or the next day, or the next week, or the next month. And I was just full force all into education. And I didn't do a whole lot for fun. In fact, I lost a whole lot of friends who I was great friends with in high school and college, not because I did anything wrong per se, but I didn't make time for friends. My friends were everybody at work, because work was paramount, work was the most important, and really I didn't know how to have fun at all. I didn't know how to have fun. And so on the weekends I was preparing for the next lesson, for the next test, for the next whatever it would be. And then along came my first son, and I remember thinking, I cannot be an amazing teacher and an amazing parent, because I just can't do it. All I ever thought about was my classroom and planning lessons and planning the next day. And so I moved into administration so that I didn't have to prepare lessons, I didn't have to grade tests, I didn't have to do all that things. And really, when you're in administration, at least for me, I was able to leave most of it at work, and I wasn't planning every weekend, every night, everything for the next day. I really wasn't, even though when I was there full force, all in, I was there, but it was different, and that allowed me time then to, as I had my first child and then my second child, we planned things on the weekends that were kid-friendly. We went on vacations that were kid-friendly. And so now I have a 21-year-old son and a 17-year-old son. And thinking back on it, literally our whole lives, me and my husband's whole entire life, revolved around what were some kid-friendly things that we could do to make sure that they had the best childhood ever. And so we did all those kinds of things. We did water parks. We did Disney World. We did SeaWorld, we did Universal, we traveled every summer, we went on vacations, and every single thing revolved around the boys. Every single thing. And it was fun, but it was a different kind of fun than I would say adult fun. And so after I got into real estate, and now my boys are 17 and 21, and we do things with them sometimes, we're getting in the parts of our life where we can now do things that are not kid-friendly. And we can do things that are more adult fun and adult friendly. And it's so crazy to think about, because now I think back to that conversation where my friend said her two aunts believe in working hard but playing harder. And I didn't really understand how that could ever happen. Well, now I'm 49. I'm a real estate agent. I have the flexibility and the freedom to set my calendar the way that I choose to set my calendar. And I am so, so, so very blessed that 20 years ago, I met a very dear friend in the education system, and we have become the best lifelong friends, and I absolutely love spending time with her. And she is so very busy, and I am so very busy, and if we do not set it on our calendar to do things together, it doesn't happen. It just absolutely doesn't happen. But because we are great friends, we love spending time together, we love being together, we schedule dates where we can go do some things. So, to make a long story short, she has a little boy that's 9 or 10, and the Spar Water Park in Sulphur, if you've never been there, you absolutely need to check it out. It is, I think, like under $15 to spend the whole day at this water park. It's maintained by the city of Sulphur. It is so clean. It is so neat. It is so well maintained and well kept. And so today we're spending the day with her little boy, and a friend. He's bringing a friend, and we're spending the day at the Spar Water Park. And my point is this: all the money in the world doesn't matter if you don't enjoy your life. So no matter how little or how much money you make, schedule time to have fun and to do those things that matter to you. Schedule time to rest, schedule time to relax, schedule time to just get out there and enjoy life. And for me, because I'm self-employed, because I'm self-contracted, if I don't schedule things to do that I enjoy doing and that are fun for me, those things don't happen. They absolutely don't happen. If I do not put them on the calendar, I literally could work every day, every day, every day. And those of you who have listened to me know that Sunday, as hard as I can, I try not to work on Sunday, because that's family time, that's church time, that's a day that I feel like I just need to rest and rejuvenate, and I just feel like if I can absolutely not work, at least on a Sunday, I'm not going to work, and I'm going to try to rest and relax and just prepare for the next week. But I challenge you today, no matter where you are in your life, no matter how much money you make, how little you make, if you don't work, whatever the case may be, find things that you can do that you enjoy doing, that are fun to do. There are so many things to do that don't cost hardly any money at all. Like, for example, today we're going, we're bringing my friend and her little boy and his friend to the Spar Water Park, and I think it might not even be $15 to get in. It might be $10. It's so cheap to get in. The boys are going to have an absolute blast. It's something that we did when our older two sons were small, and they love to spend the day there. And so that's what we're going to do. So I challenge you, have fun, enjoy your life. I hear so many people say, my God, when I was younger and I was more active and I was more healthy, I wish that I had done more fun things. I wish that I had gone on more adventures. I wish that I had traveled more. I wish, and I don't ever want to be that person that is laying on my deathbed and says, I wish that I had done this, or I regret that I didn't do this. I don't want to be that person. We get one life to live, and if we live it right, one life is enough. One life is all we need. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy this Wednesday. Let's pray that all these thunderstorms that are supposed to be coming do not really come until we leave the water park. I'm so hoping. Y'all have a great day. Take care.